For everyone. Today we're going to flow through a gentle and also relaxing yoga flow. All right, gentle and relaxing. So we're going to start with a warm up, and our warm up today will be seated. So we're going to make our way onto our mat, actually sitting. Let's lie on our belly. All right, so we're going to lie on our belly.
Candice, I'm not here.
Okay, let me see. You can't hear. Okay, let me see. Let's see. Check the bottom of your screen. Let me see the bottom. Right. Appreciate everybody's patience. Pam, if you can hear me, I know you're on mute, but if you can, I think you can hear me because we were talking earlier. You can hear, yes,
Yeah,
you can. Okay, you can hear both of us. So, let's see. Oh, all right, she's going again. All right, so she's re-entering. Hopefully on this one, she'll be able to hear. You know, technology can be a little wacky sometimes. Okay, so let's see what happens on this go around. All righty, buffering. In the meantime, all right, Ludmilla, if you can hear me, you can, yes or no? No, she can't hear me. All right, let me see. Let me see. When I can type a message in here and give her a little instruction. Try checking speakers. Try on bottom. Checking your speakers. Could she try on the bottom? Let's see. Close. Let's see. All right, Ludmilla. Okay, so you need to. Are you trying? Are you trying? Trying. All right. Let me see if I click on her. If I ask, okay, I don't need her to unmute. All right, so she just hopped off again. She's gonna try again, I guess. All right. All righty. So the format of the class is that we have our Zoom students and YouTube students all together forming a community. So sometimes technology doesn't always work in our favor, and I always make my best efforts to get everybody who wants to be in class. So I'm just assisting one of my students that wants to take yoga right now. I'm assisting her to get into class since she's having difficulty. Alrighty. All right, we're gonna hit admit. Got Ilyana in. Okay, so now we got a couple more people in class. All right, I'm going to begin. All right, so now I've got all my Zoom students in. We're gonna start. All right.
So, hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yes.
No.
Everyone, make sure you have this alignment nice and good. So we're going to begin our warm up today. We're going to just lie on our bellies. So let's take to our mat. Our head will be flowing towards the left. We're going to extend the arms out. Guide chest all the way, fingers all the way away from the body. Really open up your shoulders. Take a cleansing breath through your nose. Your chin flows to your collarbone. On the exhale breath, let's bend the knees and guide the feet up towards the sky. The next breath guides the arms to float outward and downward. And allow your hands to flow to either side of your thighs, palms facing up. On your next breath, you're going to lift your head up slowly. Take a breath. And begin to lift the chest up. Guide your shoulder blades in so your shoulder blades are touching each other. From here, we'll take another breath and see if we can actually use the hands to touch the ankles or just guide your hands towards your ankles. From here, we'll take another deep breath. And as we exhale, we're going to bone and get a nice stretch in the neck muscles. From here, we'll take a breath. We're going to guide the arms outward to shoulder level and then begin to bend the elbows, placing the hands on either side of the chest, guiding your shoulder blades to touch each other. And then as you inhale, slowly lift your head up. Begin to lift the chest up and press your palms into the mat. Keep your navel on your mat and lift the head up. Look upward. Gaze up towards the sky. And you still have your toenails on the mat or floor. From here, we'll take a breath, and as we exhale, we release the breath, release the body towards the mat. Chin lowers, and the forehead releases gently towards the mat. Once that happens, we'll take a breath, and we're going to press the palms into the mat and rise up to an all-fours tabletop position. So now we're in an all-fours tabletop position, a nice long flat spine. Now we're going to guide the right knee outward, left knee outward to open the hips up and let your big toes touch each other. On your exhale breath, guide your glutes to flow towards your heels. Slide your palms forward. Really open those shoulders up, lengthen the spine, and allow the head to release towards the mat so we can open the hips, receive openness in the shoulders, and lengthen the spine all at the same time. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take another breath. Press the palms into the mat, rise up to all fours. Let's breathe. Flow upward to an all fours tabletop position. Noticing all the length we have in the spine. And from here, we'll guide the left foot to flow between our thumbs. And then we're going to lift up the left toes. Lift up the left toes, release. Lift your left toes, release. Awesome flow. Now guide that left knee back to the mat. Next breath, right foot steps between the thumbs. Once the sole of the foot is on the mat, we're going to lift the right toes, release. Breathe, lift your right toes, release. Awesome flow. Now we're going to step that right knee back. And we're going to do some hip circles. We're going to circle the hips to the right slowly. Get your spine involved. And then we're going to circle the hips opposite direction. Awesome flow. Now allow your hips to be still, and we're going to turn the head. We're going to guide our chin to flow towards the collarbone and just slowly guide the head to make a no motion. So guide your chin towards your left shoulder and then all the way slowly to the right shoulder. So as slow as you can. And then after you connect with the no motion, we're going to go with the yes motion. Let your head be still and make a yes motion with your head. Excellent flow. From here, we're going to take a breath. We're going to bend the fingers. So now we have the fingers bending, and we place the hands on the mat with fingers bending. And from here, we'll take a breath. We're going to lift the hands. Place your palms so your fingertips are pointing towards your knees. Straighten the elbows as best as you can, and you're not putting much weight on your hands, all right? You're just easing as much weight as you can gently so you can get a nice stretch in those wrists. Wiggle those fingers. Wiggle, wiggle the fingers. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath. We're going to rise up and guide the left foot to the mat. Another breath, we'll place the hands on the thigh near to the knee, and we're going to slide that left foot forward. And on the exhale, release the weight of the body forward. Allow your weight to sink into your hips so you can really stretch out the hips and stretch the leg muscles. The next breath guides us to shift back, flow back, so you can guide that left knee towards the mat. And then inhale, lift your heart, and we'll guide the right foot to the mat. Next breath, shift forward. Excellent flow. And as we shift forward, the weight of the body sinks into the hips. Our hands are providing balance, all right? So we can really just invite a little more flexibility into the hips as we tone our legs. From here, we'll take a breath and we'll flow back to the starting position, releasing the thigh and guiding that knee back to the mat. And now let's face forward and sit. Let's sit in easy pose. We'll have our right leg in front in easy pose. Relaxing our arms on our legs, palms facing up and a lifted heart. Let's gaze downward for a moment of reflection. And this could be a time, if you choose, to set an intention or a dedication for your practice today. Or you can simply remain connected with your own heart energy. Connected with the rise and fall of your chest, noticing the fluid nature of your breath. From here, we'll take another cleansing breath and begin to blink the eyes open a little wider. Guide the arms outward and upward. Rotate, palms touch, elbows bend. Keep lifting the heart, keep pressing your palms together, and we'll meet up together at heart center. Awesome flow. Let's relax our hands. We are now prepared to start our yoga practice for today. So in today's yoga practice, first before we start, I'm going to remove my jewelry, because that's how I was taught. I was taught to remove your jewelry before you practice your yoga. So I'm going to remove my jewelry, as I generally try to do. And for today, we are going to start in cobbler pose. So let's guide the soles of the feet towards each other for cobbler pose. Sometimes you might have to lift your glutes up. What I like to do is lift my glutes up, use the hands to lift the glutes, rock the knees slowly from side to side, and then gently guide the pelvis forward and allow your sit bones to connect with the mat. Lower slowly and relax your arms on your legs. Palms will be facing up if you want to feel more energy. Palms will be facing downward if you'd like to feel a little more relaxed. Most definitely keep the heart lifted and encourage your belly to flow inward on the exhale so you can activate the abdominal wall, so you can engage pelvic floor. So good for the body. From here, we'll take a breath, guide the arms to flow outward and upward. Lift your heart as the arms flow overhead. Once all 10 fingertips are flowing up, allow the arms to lower to shoulder level. Palms will face down. Be sure to lift the heart up. From here, we'll flex the fingers up and begin to circle hands outward. Awesome flow. And now we'll circle hands inward. Allow the hands to be still. The breath guides the arms to flow out. We're going to lift our knees up. Extend the legs forward. Flex the feet actively. On the inhale, lift the arms and bend your left knee. Lift your heart as the left knee is bending. Fingertips rise towards the sky. When you're ready to release your breath, do so. Keep the right foot flexing and go as slowly as you can, keeping the arms parallel, palms facing each other. Want to have the fingers nice and straight. And just really relax the body. Just imagine you're just lying down on your bed almost, just really just releasing that whole relaxation feeling. So it's not a pull, it's not a strain. It's a softening and a releasing. So we find peace in this forward fold with a bended knee. From here, we can take a breath, guide the arms to extend outward, palms face down, and the arms flow towards the wall behind us. We're going to begin to bend our elbows. So we can embrace the bending leg, and we'll guide the fingertips towards each other. So your fingertips might be interlaced, or the fingertips might be touching, or they might be trying to flow towards each other. All right? So you'll be at one of those positions, and just encourage your chin to flow to your collarbone, so the crown of the head flows towards the wall in front of you. Notice the fullness in your breath. From here, we'll take another breath. And as we exhale, if you're holding your hands together, go ahead, release the hands. We'll guide the arms outward, elbows flow to straighten, and we'll guide the arms to flow back to parallel over the straight leg. Notice how the hands are either on top of the flexing foot or hovering above the flexing foot. The next breath allows us to lift up. Let's lift the heart. Rise up slowly, guiding fingertips towards the sky, lifted heart, and on the exhale, we'll guide the bending knee to straighten. From here, we'll take another breath, and now the right knee bends, right sole of the foot connects with our mat or floor. Lift the heart up as much as possible. And when we're ready to release the breath, we do so slowly with control. We're flowing in a fluid manner, guiding our chin towards the collarbone. We're encouraging our navel to flow inward. We still have that front foot flexing. And we're inviting more fullness into our breath. From here, we'll take another breath and guide the arms to extend outward, palms face down. And the arms flow towards the back of the room, elbows begin to bend. So we can embrace that bending leg, guiding fingertips to either interlace or flow towards each other, guiding our chin to flow towards our collarbone. Crown of the head flowing towards the front of the room. What an awesome flow. Taking our time to move with purpose and focus. From here, we'll take another breath, and if the hands are interlaced by the fingers, go ahead and release the fingers. Guide the arms to extend outward, palms face down, and the breath guides the arms to flow towards the straight leg. On the inhale breath, we'll rise up slowly. Let's breathe deep, lift the heart up, and the arms rise as well. Our fingertips flow towards the sky, and from here we'll guide the bending knee to straighten. Our feet are flexing, the heart is lifted. Notice all the length in your spine. Notice how we squeeze those elbows straight. Our elbows are a hinge joint, and hinge joints move in one direction. All right, and we have the palms facing each other. Awesome flow. Another breath, we lift the heart a little more, and then on the exhale, very slowly, see how slowly you can release towards your legs. Focus on your heart as you release. Allow your navel to flow inward. Keep squeezing those kneecaps and keep guiding the tips of the toes towards the body. Together, we're going to meet up in a forward fold. We're listening to the body, because as you release towards your legs, there'll come a point when your body says, I can't go any further. And when that happens, take a slow cleansing breath through your nose And when you exhale and release the breath, just let your body soften and relax a little more. Breathe so deeply that you can feel it behind your heart. Be sure to allow your lungs to fully expand on your inhale, and on the exhale, be mindful to guide your navel inward and allow your body to soften. From here, we'll take a breath and we'll focus on the arms. The breath allows the arms to flow outward. Palms are going to face downward. Keep your arms nice and straight and keep your feet flexing. Your hands flow towards the wall behind you. Your fingertips will point towards the wall behind you, so your palms will face each other. Keep actively guiding your navel inward. Keep guiding your chin towards your collarbone. The next breath guides the fingertips to touch. See if you can guide your fingertips to touch. If you can, go ahead and interlace those fingers. So either your palms are facing each other, or either your fingertips are touching, or you've interlaced the fingers and you're clasping hands tightly. So many different levels that you can be in this posture. So if your hands are clasping and you'd like a little more, guide your shoulder blades to touch. With shoulder blades touching on the inhale breath, press your hands away from the body and guide them upward slowly, slowly. Right? So we want a nice, fluid, gentle movement so we can activate the shoulder joints, so we can strengthen muscles in our back. Hands are flowing up towards the sky. We're strengthening the ligaments in the fingers and wrists, strengthening ligaments in the elbows and shoulders. So many wonderful benefits in this forward fold with hands overhead. From here, we'll take another deep breath. And as we exhale, we're going to guide the hands to lower slowly. Let's see how slowly we can lower the arms down. We want to have a controlled flow. We want our breath to connect with the movement of the arms. Once the hands are lowered, release the fingers and guide the arms outward, back to shoulder level with palms facing down. The next breath guides the arms to flow forward. Our feet are still flexing, and the arms return to the parallel position with the palms facing each other, and your hands are either resting on top of the flexing feet, or perhaps your hands are hovering above the feet. All right? So honor your body with your breath and allow your breath to guide the flow of your body movement. From here, we're going to take a breath and we're going to focus on our left foot. We're going to take a breath, guide the hands to flow towards the left foot, hold the foot, and then your leg is either straight, or if you can't touch your foot with the leg straight, you can bend the knee. All right, so now we're all going to bend the knee. Let's bend our left knee and rise up slowly. We're holding our left foot, and now the left foot rises. From here, we'll take a breath and we'll allow the left leg to rise. Use the left hand to support the leg. Awesome flow. Take another breath. And now, if you're able, see if you can release the leg and guide the arms to parallel. Take another deep breath. Lift the heart as you're inhaling. And on the exhale, we're going to bend the left knee. Guide the foot on the outside of the leg. Lift the heart up and lengthen the spine a little more. From here, we'll take a breath. Release the left arm down and slide it to the wall behind you. Your fingers point to the wall behind you. Straighten that left elbow. Lift the heart up and bend your right elbow. We're going to turn our head towards the left. So we're looking towards the wall behind us for a wonderful spinal twist. We're promoting good posture. We're promoting flexible hips, shoulders, and we're also toning our legs at the same time. On the inhale breath, we're going to lift the arms up and allow them to flow overhead. Then we'll untwist the spine back to neutral. Guide the left leg to rise, uncross, and extend back to straighten. Lift the heart a little more. On the exhale, we're going to release. Chin flows towards the collarbone. Allow the breath to remain fluid. Now we'll guide our hands on top of the right foot. Breathe. And now we're all going to bend the right knee, rise up. Right knee is bending, right leg rises. Capture your foot near your heel. Next breath, allow the foot to rise up. Right leg is straightening. We're supporting the leg with our hands. What a wonderful flow. From here, we'll take another deep breath. And as we exhale, let's release the leg. Guide the arms to a parallel position. Elbows straight, palms facing inward with a lifted heart. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take another deep breath with the heart up. On the exhale, release the right leg all the way down. Guide the fingertips up towards the sky. Next breath, palms touch. Release the elbows to bend. Awesome flow. So let's relax our hands. We're approximately 30 minutes into our practice, a wonderful time for a water break. I will grab my water and come right back. If there's any postures in particular you'd like to flow through today, please type them in the chat and I'll make sure we get to them. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so welcome back. For those of you that might have joined a little after the class initially started, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Candace, and my yoga platform is Gentle Yoga for Everyone. So today we're flowing through a gentle yoga flow and also a relaxing yoga flow. We started our stretching on our bellies, so it was a wonderful, relaxing stretch that we started at the beginning of class. So the format of the class is we start with stretches, we proceed into practice, and then the practice continues. And we have a water break. Anytime during practice, if you feel like you need a rest or break, always feel free to do so. Most importantly, listen to your body as you're practicing yoga. As you're practicing yoga, you should never feel any pain, discomfort. All right, so if you notice that you are starting to feel a little uncomfortable when you're flowing through a yoga pose, just ease it back a little bit, ease it back, okay? You should always be able to have a nice, soft, gentle smile during your yoga practice. Another aspect of this yoga class is that we are live with my Zoom students, so sometimes I chat with them, I engage with them, and they also let me know what postures they'd like to flow through by typing them in the chat. Alrighty, and I can see them, so I can always see when they come back from class, and I know when to, welcome everybody back. I can offer guidance on alignment and that type of thing. Alrighty. So it appears as though everybody is returning back to their mat. So we are going to resume in a easy pose. So let's meet on our mats in easy pose. All right, easy pose is a cross-legged position. We simply cross the legs. Let's go ahead and just have our left leg in front. So we'll have the left leg in front. And this is easy pose. We have our heart lifted because we always want to be mindful to invite as much length as we can into the spine and guide the navel inward. If you'd like to feel a little more energy, have the palms facing up. If you'd like to connect with more relaxation and calm, have your palms facing downward. Alrighty, welcome back everyone. We are in easy pose. We're seated and we have our left leg in front. From here, we'll guide the arms to extend outward and upward. And on the exhale breath, allow the arms to rotate in so the palms face each other. Take another full breath. And as you exhale, now the arms are going to lower to shoulder level. Arms remain parallel, arms lower to shoulder level. And now we're going to lift the left arm higher and cross and make an X shape with our arms. Next breath, elbows bend, so all 10 fingertips float to the sky. On the next exhale, left arm lowers, left palm faces up. Begin to rotate that arm in a wrapping motion towards your right palm. It's okay, perhaps your palms might not touch. It's okay if they don't. Everybody has a different range of motion. Do not overexert. Move slowly and breathe deeply. Keep your heart lifted. Keep your belly hollow. So when the arms are in this position, this is called the eagle arm position, eagle arms. This is how we invite more flexibility into the tendons and ligaments in the shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers. So good for the body. From here, we'll take another breath, and if your palms are touching, go ahead and release them. Let's all begin to unwrap the arms. Hands begin to lower all the way to shoulder level as the elbows straighten and the heart remains lifted. The breath guides the left arm to rise, uncross. We return back to the parallel arm position. Next breath, inhale, right arm rises and crosses. Connect with that X shape for the arms. And the breath guides elbows to bending, fingertips flow to the sky. From here, we take another full breath, and as you exhale, right hand begins to lower, right elbow is flowing towards a straighten, and now the right palm faces up, and we begin that twisting, wrapping motion. Wrap as much as you can, and encourage the palms to flow towards each other. The heart is lifted, the belly is hollow, shoulders relaxing. A wonderful way to strengthen the arm muscles, shoulder muscles, and even the upper back as gravity opens the hips for us. So good for the body. From here, we'll take another breath, and as we exhale, release the palms from touching, if they're touching, and just allow the arms to begin to untwist, unwrap, hands lower, elbows flow to straighten, and now the top arm rises, uncrosses, arms are at parallel, notice all the length in the spine, and now we'll guide the arms to flow closer, palms touch, elbows begin to soften. Actively press your palms together as you lift your heart, elbows flow to shoulder level. So your wrists are flowing towards your chest. Awesome flow. And now bend the fingers, interlace and bend. Next breath, release your palms from touching, but keep your fingers bending and guide your palms to face down. You rotate the palms down. Awesome flow. Take another cleansing breath. From elbow to elbow, we make a straight line. On the inhale, we lift the heart up. On the exhale, palms face away from each other. Press away from the body. Guide the shoulder blades to spread across the back. Chin flows towards the collarbone. What an awesome flow. Encourage your elbows to straighten. Awesome flow. On the inhale, rise up, lifting your heart. Begin to bend the elbows. Guiding your hands closer towards your chest. Palms face down and allow the elbows to release downward. Allow the fingers to straighten, and then we'll just Release the fingers so the palms are just touching again. Press your palms together actively, lift the heart up, and we're going to guide the fingertips to flow all the way towards the sky. Encourage your elbows to straighten. You can either place your arms towards either side of your head, or if you want to try a little more advanced, you can place the arms behind the head. Lift the heart up. What an awesome flow. Notice all the hollowness in the belly. From here, we'll take another full breath. And as you exhale, slowly allow the right arm to release downward. Right arm is flowing down, right fingers are straight, right elbow is straight, the heart is still lifted. When the arms flows about shoulder level, rotate the arm so your fingertips flow down, palm is facing down. Gently guide your fingertips to the mat. Now we're going to focus on our left hand. We're going to take a breath, left arm rises, left shoulder flows up towards your ear. On the exhale breath, we're going to release the body towards the right, slowly, right elbow bends. Take your time, the slower the better. Gaze upward towards the sky. Allow the right elbow ultimately to release all the way towards the mat. Your nose is pointing upward towards the sky. What an awesome side fold. From here, we're going to focus on that right palm. As we inhale, we lift the heart and press the right palm into the mat, flowing upward. The heart rises and the right arm rises as well. Guide as much air as you can into your lungs, returning the arms to parallel, palms face each other. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Awesome flow. Now we'll guide the fingertips to touch, interlace the fingers, let the pointer finger be straight, and then on the inhale, lift the shoulders up. Again, your arms are either flowing towards either side of your head by your ears, or you can place the arms behind the head. Whatever feels right for you in this moment in time. From here, we'll take another deep breath and allow the fingers to flow to straighten. And on the exhale, allow the left arm to lower slowly, keeping your left finger straight, left elbow straight, heart lifted, belly hollow. You're going to ultimately rotate your hands so your fingertips flow towards the mat. Gently placing them on the mat. Allow the right hand to reach up towards the sky. Right shoulder flows towards the right ear. When you're ready to release your breath, do so. Towards the left elbow begins to bend. Turn your head upward. Your nose points towards the sky. Notice how you keep allowing the belly to flow inward to activate pelvic floor. So good for the body. From here, as we notice the heart rhythm, we lift the heart, press the left palm into the mat, rise up. Left arm rises as well. A nice controlled flow. Guides the arms to return to parallel so we can guide the arms closer. Palms touch, elbows soften. Press your palms together actively as the elbows are bending. We want that engagement in our pectoral muscles. Also, biceps, triceps, and even deltoid muscles are activated as we press palms together and allow the thumbs to rest on our sternum. Relax your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Very nice adjustment. Next breath, knees rise up. Release the hands. As we release our hands, we're going to uncross the ankles, allow the knees to fall towards the left. So our legs are stacked, knees pointing towards the left. Next breath, allow your knees to point towards the front. Awesome flow. We will use our right hand to capture our right ankle, lift the leg up, and place the foot on the outside of the left thigh. If that's uncomfortable, then just place your foot near the calf. So choose your level and breathe deep. Once you're here, let's focus on this right glute. We're going to lift the glute up and bring your left heel a little closer to the body and guide the glute back down. Next breath allows you to extend the left arm forward and guide that left elbow to bend, wrapping around the bending leg. Lift the heart up, and your right hand is behind you. Your right palm is on the mat, fingers pointing away from the body, and your chin is flowing towards your right shoulder for a wonderful spinal twist. Full inhalation and a complete exhalation. What an awesome flow. From here, we'll take another breath, and now release the bending leg, lift up your right hand and begin to untwist, flowing back so the heart points towards the front of the room. We can use our hands to guide the right leg to rise, uncross, and return back to the stacking position. From here, we'll guide the knees to flow up towards the sky. Soles of the feet are on the mat. The next breath allows the knees to fall now towards the right. Legs are stacking. So we have our legs stacked, and now we'll guide the knees to point towards the front of the room. Breathe as you guide your knees to point to the front of the room. And now we'll use the left hand to guide the left leg to rise. The knee points up and we cross the leg. See how it feels? You can either have your foot on the thigh side or on the calf side. See what side feels best for your body at this moment in time. Adjust accordingly. From here, we can shift the weight of the body towards the right so the left glute is off of the mat, and guide that right foot a little closer to the body. On the inhale, flow back to guiding that left glute to lower. We'll place the left hand behind us. The breath guides the right arm to flow up to shoulder level. And then as we exhale, we bend the right elbow, turning our head towards the left shoulder. Embrace the bending leg. Keep your heart lifted. Keep receiving length in the spine, moving slowly, allowing your breath to create your own unique flow as you connect with your heart rhythm and heart energy. We're going to take a long, slow, cleansing breath. And as we exhale and release the breath, we're going to lift up that left hand, release the bending leg, and begin to untwist. Returning back to the neutral spine position. So we can now use our hands to guide the left leg to rise and uncross. Returning back to the stacking position, and now we'll turn our bodies towards the right. Lift the knees up towards the sky. The body is facing towards the right. We have our knees bending, soles of the feet on the mat. Now, we're going to use the arms to embrace the thighs. Walk your feet a little closer to your body. Walk until you're up on your tippy toes and lift your heart up. From here, we'll take a breath and we're going to focus on the left foot rising as we inhale. The slower the better. Take your time. Keep lifting your heart as your foot rises, keeping hollowness in the belly. Take another full breath. And as you exhale, we're going to guide that foot to lower back down, keeping the heart lifted and keep guiding the navel inward. Ultimately, the toes flow back towards the mat. When they do, next inhale, right foot rises. Now you go at your own pace. Don't let my cues rush you. Most importantly, move slowly and keep your breath fluid and your heart lifted. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. Let's take another full breath. And as we exhale, the right foot lowers all the way back down. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath and we'll guide both feet to rise. If you need more support, it's fine if you hold the mat behind you. All right, so we have the feet elevated off of the mat, and from here, we're going to guide the left arm inward, right arm inward. Allow the feet to lower, but keep them off of the mat. See if you can capture your big toe. So you'll use 3 fingers, pointer, middle finger, thumb, to capture your big toe, and that's called a yogi toe lock. We're going to focus on the right leg. Going to take a breath, guide the right leg to extend outward in a diagonal motion, and encourage the leg to straighten. It's okay if your leg does not straighten. On the exhale breath, guide the right knee to return back to bending. Next breath, opposite leg extends. And another variation is you can have your foot on the mat if you need a little more support. So we're just alternating the leg bending and straightening as we lift the heart up, because we want to maintain healthy hip mobility, all right? Because as we grow older and wiser, you know, our joints get a little older and wiser too. And when you move your hips with a full range of motion, that helps you to maintain healthy hip mobility, right? Because you want to have healthy joints, healthy ligaments, healthy muscles. Yes. From here, we're going to guide the heels to flow towards each other. And if you'd like to try, you can inhale and guide both feet outward at the same time, going nice and slow, lifting the heart up, encouraging the legs to straighten, elbows straighten. From here, we can take a breath, and as we exhale, we'll guide the legs closer so the thighs will touch and the heart is lifted. On the inhale breath, we can guide the feet to extend out, lifting the heart back to the seated straddle position with feet elevated. Next breath, guide the thighs back to touching. Okay, again, go at your own pace, don't rush. Breathe deep. Awesome flow. We're going to all return back to thighs touching. And if you're holding your big toes, go ahead and release them. Guide your arms to parallel. And from here, we'll bend the knees, lower the arms, and give our thighs a nice loving hug. Show your legs some love. Breathe deep. And on the exhale, release the legs, guiding the soles of the feet to release to the mat. So we can slide forward to the top of our mat. We are preparing to lie down. So we're at the top of the mat. And from here, let's cross our ankles and connect with easy pose. So we're in easy pose. You might have to adjust those sit bones. Place your hands on your legs. What I like to do is I like to just have my hands near my knees, slide them down to where your calves are. So your palms are covering your shins near your calf, okay? But everybody's leg is a different length. That's what works for my body. So take a deep breath, lift your heart up, and as you exhale, you're going to let your spine take a C curve, guide the navel in, let your shoulder blades spread across your back, and your palms are going to now slide to your thighs. Hold your thighs and release slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Release your thighs, shoulder blades touch the mat, arms will relax at your side, your head is resting on the mat. On the inhale breath, lift your knees up and uncross your legs to guide the soles of your feet to the mat, palms relaxing. On your exhale breath, allow your legs to straighten and be sure to relax your shoulders. Make sure your spine is long and straight. So you want your shoulders relaxing away from the ears. And then close your eyes. We're all going to close our eyes. This is our very last yoga posture for today. It's called Shavasana. This is our last yoga posture called Shavasana. So we practice this with eyes closed, and during the Shavasana, we give ourselves permission to stay in this moment in time, to be present on your mat fully. All thoughts are on this moment in time. You're noticing how the breath is flowing into your body. You're noticing how your chest is moving. You're noticing what your breath sounds like, and you're just focusing on yourself. On the inhale breath, connect with relaxation and calm. Notice the vibration of your breath and your own unique heart rhythm. As we continue to enjoy our heart rhythm and flow of breath, we guide our awareness to the feet, and we allow the feet to slowly move from side to side. Our movements are slow as we wiggle our toes. Our breath is full as we notice the rise and fall of the chest. With the feet moving, guide more movement to flow upward towards your calf muscles, and gently squeeze and release your calf muscles. As you breathe deep, allow your kneecaps to squeeze and release as well. Allow the thigh muscles to squeeze and release. Allow your glute muscles to squeeze and release. The fingers will bend and straighten. Allow your hands to circle. Take another deep breath. Rest your hands. And on the inhale, we're going to lift our shoulders up towards the sky. Shoulder blades rise up. And when you exhale, gently guide the shoulder blades back onto your mat, resting your arms at your side. Next breath focuses on facial muscles. Allow the lips to move from side to side. Wiggle your nose. And we're going to blink our eyes open. From here, with the eyes open, the breath guides the knees to flow to bending, and we're going to place the soles of our feet on the mat. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, your knees fall towards the left slowly. Turn your body to the left elbow bends. Let's guide ourselves to a fetal position on our left side. Let's take another breath and guide the hands to flow in front of the chest. Press them into the mat slowly, gently. We're going to press the body upright. Moving slowly, not rushing. We're going to take our time as we guide ourselves to any comfortable seated position on our mat. Relaxing our arms either on our legs or at our side with a lifted heart. The next breath guides the arms to extend outward and flow upward. Our fingertips flow to the sky. We'll rotate arms in, guide them closer. Fingertips touch, elbows bend. Palms meet each other. And we'll guide our thumbs in front of our heart center, relaxing shoulders. with elbows bending, hands resting in front of heart center. Take another breath. And as we exhale, we're going to release and fold forward. Let's remember the importance of spending time in nature, near flowers, the grass, the trees, enjoying all of that goodness. Let's remember to be gentle and kind to our bodies. The light in me bows down to the light in you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so for those of you that might have joined class a little later, my name is Candace. Your platform is Gentle Yoga for Everyone. So if you found this video to be helpful, please hit the like button, share it with others. I go live on a regular basis. Hit the notification bell, and then you'll be notified next time I'm going live. Next class will be Thursday at 4:30 p.m. I look forward to seeing you on your mat soon. Have a beautiful day. Bye.